Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to my presentation. My presentation topic today is about the new normal of BIM in China State, Hong Kong. My name is Simon. I'm the head of BIM in China State Construction Engineering Hong Kong Limited. So I'm going to share with you today is about how we set up an ecosystem of BIM across my company and also some normal BIM users across in my company. So my name is Simon. I'm a mechanical engineer. I got more than 10 years experience in BIM. I'm the past chairman of the AIAB. And I'm glad to be here to share with you my experience today. Actually, I'm delighted that I shared a number of my experience in the Autodesk University, China. And in fact, I got another presentation in the AU China this afternoon. So let me talk more about my company, China State Hong Kong. So we are the subsidiary of the China State Construction International Holding Limited, which is part of the China State Construction Group, a Fortune 500 company. So we are one of the least company in Hong Kong. Our stock code is 3311. So we are one of the largest contractor in Hong Kong. We participate a lot in public housing in Hong Kong, and also we participate in a number of mega projects. For example, the Hong Kong International Airport, Disneyland, a number of medical center and hospital like the CUHK Medical Center. This one is the Children's Hospital, and recently one of the big projects we have is the Hong Kong Palace Museum. So similar to all other main contractors in Hong Kong, the word BIM is not new to us. Actually, we start using BIM since year 2010. But to be honest, by that time, we just make the minimum effort to follow the BIM requirement from the client. And sometimes we even outsource our work to other BIM companies. So in year 2016 or 17, we start to set up our in-house BIM team. We start to explore the benefit of BIM. So with the years of big efforts, so the year 2020 is our year of harvests. So we have set up, complete our setup of BIM Center, and also we have set up a BIM Management Steering Committee, which is that means BIM is driven by our top management. So that means BIM is for every department and BIM is for everyone. This is our vision. Okay, so let me talk more about today's topic about our new normal and BIM ecosystem. So first of all, let me share with you some of the challenges in BIM implementation for a contractor. So we have a number of projects, and all the projects are scattered to everywhere in our territory. So in a lot of cases, the standard of BIM quite varies a lot. What I'm talking about is about the way we are working and the method of modeling, for example. So we don't have the standardized way of working. So and also we do BIM training, but we only focus on the software. So we only teach Revit, we teach Navisworks, but we don't teach much on the workflow and what exactly the information is managed. And also we have a number of BIM users, but all of them are only project basis. So that means when the project finish, so the knowledge we don't sustain. So our vision, our set up an ecosystem which is advanced and forward thinking. So we want to sustain our knowledge and our BIM technology. And also this is important to support the long-term corporate development strategy. So let me talk about our ecosystem. It consists of 4 parts. So first of all is the people. So we provide training to people, we provide development to people, to the professional. And secondly, we provide knowledge, we provide knowledge sharing, and also an online BIM center. Third one is about the technical system. So we have a standard library, template, and object library, and plugin, those kind of things. And finally, we have the strong technical engine. So we are pointing at our project. So we want to apply to the project. So we have a team to develop the platform and tools and workflows which will be applied to the projects. So the major software tools we are using are Autodesk based. So mainly we use Revit, Civil 3D, and Navistra. So for the online platform, we use BIM 360, and also we have some development tools such as Forge and also Unity. Okay, so let's look at our BIM center. So this is the center that we develop our people. So every day we have conduct our in-house training. So we develop the different training program to suit different needs of the people. So for example, some of the staff, some of the engineer, they need to produce a modeling and produce documentation and drawings. So we offer full BIM, full Revit training for them. And some of the engineers, so they may only need to view the model, how to walk through and how to present the crashes. So we also offer such courses. So and some people, they need a management, for example, the project manager. So we train them for how they manage the project. And also we have specialized training program for QS and also the BIM staff. Okay. So this is our online BIM center. So we provide the update market information and technology information across the company. So this can break through the barrier across different projects. Okay, so next one, our technical system. So we have 4 things. So we have the BIM standard, we have the BIM object library, we have the Revit template, and then we also have the API plugin. So all these 4 things are interrelated. So for example, all the families in the object library, they follow the BIM standard. So the API plugin, they make use of the template to automate some process, but follow our standard. Yeah, so etc. So talking about the project systems, so we have developed some normal BIM uses. So that we, apart from the government mandates, everyone may know that government mandates 3D, 4D, and 5D. So in our projects, so even though there is no mandatory requirement from the client, so we will do 3D, 4D, and 5D. So this is our normal uses. And also we will also, all our projects, we will provide a CDE, common data environment, using the BIM 360 cloud platform. So this 3D, 4D, 5D, and BIM 360 are normal to our project. And then we have a number of innovative uses, such as VR, AR, and laser scanning. So we will determine whether we will use it, and it will depend on the needs of each project. And also we will develop a lot more innovative uses that I'm going to describe. So let's talk something about our normal BIM uses, 3D, 4D, 5D, BIM 360. So first of all, 3D, a lot of people know. So it's 3D coordination. But our target is that we need to do real BIM, true BIM. Which is we do 3D first and then generate 2D joints. We don't do retrospective BIM. Okay, so this is our target. And then to facilitate that, we have developed some plugin to enhance our efficiency. So for example, everyone may know that the most challenging thing is for joint production is about the tagging. So how to align all the tagging in a nice manner. So we have developed some tools to automate this process. So 4D, our target is that we don't want 4D is just a video that delivers sent to the client. That's all. So we want to make a 4D a live model that will be reviewed by our construction team from time to time. So we will produce a 4D viewers and also trainings for the planners. So we want to make a 4D is a matter in our progress meeting to review, to identify if there's any illogical things. So it is part of, we call it 4D crashes. Apart from the 3D crashes, we also have 4D crashes. So similarly, so 5D, we want QS to use BIM as the normal day-to-day work. So QS can obtain the BIM model to perform the quantity takeoff. So we have adopted a specialized QS software, which is called Cubicos. So the beauty of that is that it meets the SMM for the QS practice in Hong Kong. And also it can produce the BQ of some elements that normally is not that easy to produce from Revit. So for example, the concrete quantity, the formwork, and also the rebar. And we apply that for insurance payment, VO, and remeasurement. So next one, common data environment, BIM 360. So, but a lot of people, what they understand about common data environment is a common platform for data, right? Technically, yes, but I think the CDE is more about the management side, so the information management. So, for some questions, for example, where is the latest model? Where can I find the latest model? And if I am the QS, where can I find the model for takeoff? So in the ISO 19650, it produced a very good standard for us, which is a 4-container concept. So 4 containers that usually is 4 subfolders: WIP, shared, publish, and archive. So WIP means that it is a working folder. So it is, of course, definitely is the latest BIM model. It updates every day, every hours. But it is not yet finished and nobody verified them. So this is working folder. So when it is complete to certain stage of design, so it will be verified for the discipline leader and then go to the share container, go to the share folder, which is share for coordination or share for other purposes. So so when they share, we collaborate with other disciplines. And when some problems come back, it may update the design so that it will go back. It may go back to WIP and share. So WIP and share, this is an iteration process until it is well coordinated and it is ready for submission to the client. And then it goes to the published folder. So it is approved by the project manager or BIM manager. So this is published. And finally is archive. So one thing very similar is I always take is a kitchen. So WIP is the kitchen where they produce the ingredient and the raw material. When they're ready, they put in the cook, which is shared. They fry everything all together. And then when it is finished, go to the publish, which is go to the dishes. Okay. So this is about the information management concept. So ISO 19650 is about the information flow. So we'll put it in our standard. So and also in each BIM project execution plan, so that everyone will know that where they will input the information, and then where they will find the output of the information. For example, a planner, they will know where they will find the model for their sequencing. And the QS, they will know where they can find the model for the takeoff. So apart from our normal users, we have a number of innovative users. Let me go through one by one. So first of all, this is about the VR. Everybody may know that. So in our company, we have adopted what we call the 2nd generation of VR. So these are the Oculus Quest 2 headset, which is a Wi-Fi basis, and also it enables multi-users. So the beauty of the VR meeting is to produce a mock-up file so that it can enable. So you can see that this is a sample mock-up meeting, so that the non-technical user can have an immersive experience on the design. So for example, this is a hospital design, so that the doctors and nurses can really feel the design, how they operate the hospital. Okay. And another BIM uses for the VR is for the safety training. So this is our Hong Kong Pilots Museum. We set up a VR corner, VR container, so that it enable the workers to come here to perform the safety training. So it will simulate what they need to do the safety precautions when they go to the sites. So this is apart from the visualization, which is done by VR, we also make use of BIM for those inspection and the progress checking. So the AR is we develop an AR, which is good tools for us. So these are the use cases is that we overlay the BIM model with the site condition. So this is checking of the opening position. We see whether the opening position are correct, and also the MEP routings. And another use cases is the prefabricated facade. So we don't want that. We find that it is not correct when they arrive at the site. So we perform the AR checking when they are in the factory. Yeah. So this is very good for AR inspection. So this provides a very handy tools for us to do the quick inspection. But to be honest, this one the accuracy is not that high. So in some of the cases, when we need a high accuracy, then we need to use the laser scanning. So for example, in some cases, for example, we do that for the structural elements. So particularly in some places where other service we may need that setting out for other service. For example, the lift shafts. For example, the structure for handling for connecting the facade, those kind of things. So that we need a very accurate setting out. So here we have the we make use of the laser scanning and then scan the whole inside site condition. All right, so we are doing a lot more of these 3D digital surveys. So we also need to develop a platform for various data. So we got the digital survey data from the laser scanning or drone data. And then we have the BIM model, and then we have other data such as IoT, those kind of things. So we are making use of two different tools. One is the Forge, and the other is the Unity. So here is some examples. So for example, this is a formal photogrammetry. We set up a web platform. So it is very similar to a Google Map, so that the engineer will very easily obtain the latest site condition. We can do the simple measurement, so that the engineer will know the site condition very well, so that they can make a better decision. And this thing is a very interesting thing. We use the Unity to simulate a car that goes to the car ramp in a project. So we do the crash detection. We do the crash, see whether there are crashes when the cars move up to the ramp. So here is the result. So let's go to the result. So where is the location where the ramp will crash with the bottom of the car, in a way high, yeah. So here let's go to the result. Okay, so this spot is the crash point. So very interesting, right? So another application is that we make use of Forge because this one we build up some installation details. It is for the training for the installer and FM. So we are using an explode function of the Forge so that it can give a very, very detailed explanation to the installer and also the future maintenance staff. So next one is that we also use Unity and Forge to integration with our smart construction site. We call C-Smart, I try to say smart construction site. So our C-Smart site is an IoT platform with the big data and AI platform. So it is the management of the workers, machinery, safety, quality progress, etc. So with the integration of BIM, so the C-Smart become a location based, so that we can clearly see the distribution of worker along in the BIM model. So it helps the management people to make a better decision. So okay, so with so many BIM project BIM users, so we will also set up a BIM KPI. So we will review each project and give them some scores. according to the beam use or the width of the beam use, and also the depth of the users and also the participation. For example, for the participation, so how beam is participated by the beam by other teams. So if it is only by the beam team, so 25%. If the engineer, they will also view the model by themselves, so 50%. If the engineer not just view the model, they will also use the beam models in their work. For example, go to the meetings, go to some documentations, okay, 75%. If the engineer fully use beam in their daily work, so it's 100%. So we do such an audit of beam and put them the KPI on the annual basis. Okay, so with a lot of our efforts, so beam is having some harvests, and we got some appreciation from the government official. So you will see that this is our chief executive. One time she visit our housing authority, so they are looking at our work. And also, this is our Secretary of Food and Health, Professor Sophia Chen. So we have one of our medical center project for the COVID-19. So when they visit our construction site, we show them our AR, and she really amazed and she really appreciate our effort. So which is a very good digital platform for us. So with our efforts, so it is also reported by some medias. So to demonstrate our capability. Okay, so much for now. So let me do some conclusion here. So today my sharing is about how we set up the new normal, which firstly include the new BIM ecosystem. So it includes the people, knowledge, technical, and project. And secondly, we set up our new normal BIM users, which is 3D, 4D, 5D, and BIM 360. And finally, our vision is that BIM is for everyone. We want to make it like a Word, Excel, and email, so for everyone. So BIM not just for coordination, but also for our supply chain, for our procurement, for our inspection, so for everyone, treatment guide BIM. So thank you very much. My name is Simon. Thank you for your time today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Simon. It's time for a Q&A session. You can submit your questions in the Q&A box in the right panel. Simon will try to address it now. All right, so we've already received some questions. And one of our audience, Alex Lam, asked Simon, how many team members in the BIM team in China State, Hong Kong now?
Well, thank you, Maggie, for the questions. And thank you, Alex, for the questions. Now our team is the BIM team as a whole. We have more than 60 people. And then if including our another supporting team in back office, so we have nearly 100 staff.
And the next question is from Matt Chen. He asked that what are the major difficulties when implementing the CSHK normal BIM uses?
Well, again, to be honest, there's nothing difficult on technical aspects. So we just set up the systems. And the major challenge is about the people. So a lot of people say, oh, BIM is good, but we are too busy. Yeah. So our strategy is to really make BIM touch ground, which is to help the people to really realize how they benefit to them in person. So we are offering some training to them to really show them how we benefit. So for example, if an engineer, they need to do the estimation of quantity. So we will show them how BIM can really help them to do the things faster, how they can make their life easier. So yeah, again, to the people.
Okay, the next question is, can a VR system that is shown be used remotely so that people can discuss on the same BIM model in different offices remotely?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, so what we call this is a second generation of VR system. So we can have support multiple players, and we can see the models, and we can talk over different people in various locations, and also we can do the markup. Yeah, yeah, technically, yeah, it is a very very good system.
Mhm. And there's one more question about what is the name of the AR system mentioned in your presentation?
It is called One Size. It is a system development in China. Yeah.
Okay, the last question from Marcus. When can you expect all people in China State can make use of the BIM model?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is our ultimate goal. Yeah, but we want to go step by step. So we are offering training to all the engineers and project staff in my company. So as a first step, I want to at least that most of them will know how to use the model, how to view the model, how to extract the information. So my target is that within these 2 years, it become a normal for all the staff. So in the long term, I hope in 5 years, most of the engineers is able to build the model by themselves and generate information.
Thank you so much, Simon, for your information. It's so insightful. Thank you so much for your time.